Hello friends, let's discuss today's set of questions on current affairs. Which of the following states emerged as best performance in the third edition of States Startup Rankings 2021? Well, what's mentioned there are Gujarat and Karnataka. Yes, they did top the rankings. So try to take the title as Startup Ranking 2021. Okay, underline that. And first point, published by, these rankings are published by DPIIT. You may wonder what is this. This is the Department for Promotion of, you could write this, Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade. I go slow, as you know, for the simple reason that I assume that you're writing. Okay, that you are writing. So the DPIIT publishes its rank, as you know. You also know that DPIIT comes under, the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. The Ministry of Commerce and Industry. And you know that Piyush Goyal is the Union Minister of Commerce and Industry. So let's go a little beyond this and write this. This ranking, you first write best performance. Gujarat, Karnataka plus Meghalaya. Gujarat, Karnataka, Meghalaya. Okay. So Meghalaya also comes into the Northeast states category separately. Yeah. So if you look at Northeast states, the best performing state would be Meghalaya. Next, top performers. After best performers, top performers. 5 states: Kerala, Maharashtra, Telangana state, Odisha, and J&K, the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. So 5 top performers. We have had the best performance, Karnataka, Gujarat, and of course Meghalaya. But when it comes to the category below, the best performance, we have top performers: Kerala, Maharashtra, Odisha, Telangana state, and J&K, the Union Territory of J&K. Next. So I was going through this ranking and I found some startling facts. If you go to this website, State Startup Ranking 2021, you will find something unique about the startup scenario in India. So if you wish to write this, because these kinds of things come in, if you are asked to write about the innovation stuff in India and everything, so you are asked to speak on that, you could use these points quite well. So please write. 67,000 startups registered with DPIIT. There's mentioned DPIIT, 67,000 startups. So India has 67,000 startups as of today. Next, these are spread across 643 districts. 643 districts. So India has startups spread across 643 districts. So we are talking of districts with startups. Next, 49% of startups come from are 49% of startups are from tier 2 and tier 3 tier. How do you spell tier? Tier 2 and tier 3 cities. Tier 2 and tier 3 cities. It is not tier, it's tier. Tier means level. Okay. Next. 7.2 lakh people employed. 7.2 lakh people employed. Next. 47% of startups. 47% of startups have women directors. 47% of startups have women directors. So, yeah, pretty good stuff there. 643 districts have startups. We have 67,000 startups. We have, about 49% of these startups come from not major cities, from tier 2 and tier 3 cities. And of course, these startups, 67,000 startups have employed 7.2 lakh employees, 7.2 lakh people, coming to with an average of 11 employees per startup. It's an average, of course. Some have more, some have less. And as you would know that 47% of these startups have women directors. So fairly good data, guys. We have pretty, some dope now that if we are asked to write an essay or talk about these things, we will be able to we'll manage quite well. Prime Minister Narendra Modi unveiled a bronze statue of freedom fighter Alluri Sita Ramaraju to celebrate, Alluri Sita Ramaraju's 125th birth anniversary. Raju led the Manyam revolt against the British. In books of history, it is not mentioned as Manyam rebellion. It is mentioned as Rampa rebellion. Rampa. You could also write Rampa rebellion. Or if you want to write some more stuff about Alluri Sita Ramaraju, you could write this. Born 4th July, either 1897 or 1898. There is no clarity on this. Okay. I just came with this particular thing because it happens to be this month actually. Okay. His birthday happens to be in this month. And this is 125th, anniversary. And he passed away quite young at the, just about what? He was barely about 25, 26. And I want you to write something more that he led the Rampa rebellion. Rampa rebellion against 1882 Forest Produce Act. So the British came up with this, law in 1882 called the Forest Produce Act, under which they prohibited the movement of tribals in this particular region along, along what we call the East-West Godavari or tribal region up there, coastal Andhra Pradesh. You have Visakhapatnam, Srikakulam, East Godavari, West Godavari. That area is also called, it's quite, it's populated by a large number of tribes. And we are discussing, this story that happened 125 years back. This act stopped tribals from moving around. So Alluri Sita Ramaraju grew up in a community where he saw that his elders were being denied access to the forest. Upon the forest was their source of livelihood. Their entire lives depended on forest. They engaged in podu, subsistence, what is called slash and burn agriculture. This simple bhasha, shifting culture. Local bhasha, podu, P-O-D-U. So they engaged in all this, but then they were denied access to the forest, and this disrupted their ordinary lives. At the same time, the British, put a lot of pressure on them to pay certain kinds of taxes and all. So Alluri Sitaramaraju, inspired by the Gandhian ideology, but of course he took up arms also. Yeah, he took up arms. He gathered his tribal brothers and sisters. He rose in rebellion against the British. For 2 years, he harassed them in a very, very, what we say, frustrating way for the British. They couldn't catch hold of him for 2 years until he was betrayed by someone, and in a small village he was captured. There he was shot to, he was shot to death. So he was shot dead, and you know these kind of people have become immortal. Today we remember him. Today we are discussing Alluri Raju's great sacrifice, great work in rousing the aspirations of common people, of his own people. Yeah, and you know, uh, in those days the British put a major price on his head. But unfortunately for the British, his own people would not betray him. Yeah, so he led the Rampa rebellion. Manyam, the word Manyam means brave, brave of the forest. So he was someone who could, he stood against the British when most people simply submitted themselves to the will of the British. So that's a little about Alluri Sitaramaraju, and okay, I guess that should be fine. Yeah. There is in Andhra Pradesh a district named after him. It's called Alluri Sitaramraju district. It was unveiled recently, under the present government of Y.S. Jagan Mohan Reddy. With which country did India sign an MOU, a memorandum of understanding with, on high impact community development projects? Armenia. This is Armenia. You can see here, this is Armenia. In yellow, this is Armenia. So, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Georgia, this is Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, uske upar you would find three countries, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. On Ukraine southwest, you would find Moldova, yeah. Plus, you would find these countries of Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. This is Kyrgyzstan. Then this is Tajikistan here. These countries, of course, Kazakhstan. These 15 countries were what we call the Soviet Union. They made up the Soviet Union. So when the Soviet Union collapsed in 1991, all these 15 states became 15 independent countries. So one of those states was Armenia. Armenia is historically the oldest Christian country in the world. The Raja here adopted Christianity just about 300 years after Jesus was born, after the Christian God Jesus was born. So he accepted Christianity and he put it as state religion. Now, let's go a little beyond this. Let's look at this. Guys, this area is called Caucasus. This is also called Caucasus, this area. Okay. Armenia's capital, as you can see here, is Yerevan, but the font is way too small, so I'll write it for you guys. Armenia, Yerevan, world's oldest Christian country's capital is Yerevan. The Prime Minister is Nikol Pashinyan. Currency is dram. So in the order that we always follow: capital, leader, currency. Okay, next you could write ongoing dispute. One more, ongoing dispute with Azerbaijan. This is Azerbaijan. With Azerbaijan over control of Nagorno-Karabakh. Nagorno-Karabakh. Nagorno-Karabakh is claimed by Armenia, but Azerbaijan says no, it is ours. It is ours. So, okay. Then we have Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan, this is Azerbaijan. It's a Shia republic, and Azerbaijan's capital is Baku. It's a highly, is a deeply secular country, even though Islam is the dominant religion. Unlike the states in this region around it, yeah, it is a deeply secular state. Baku is the capital. Ilham Aliyev is the president. Ilham Aliyev. Then we have the currency, Manat. Manat. M-A-N-A-T. Manat. Okay. Next. Let's go to Ukraine. You are all familiar with. Will not go there. All of you would know about Ukraine. This is Georgia. Let's discuss Georgia first. Then we'll go to Turkmenistan. Georgia's capital is Tbilisi. Tbilisi. Its prime minister is Irakli Garibashvili. Irakli Garibashvili, and the currency is Lari. Lari. Georgia was, as we mentioned ago, was a state in the Soviet Union. See, Soviet Union was one of the two superpowers between 1990, 1920, after the end of the Second World War until its collapse in 1991. Its arch rival was the United States. As you know, the major rival of the USSR was the United States. One thing that was common to both the USSR, Soviet Union that is, and the USA was Georgia. Both had a state called Georgia. America has a state called Georgia, whose capital is Atlanta, and the capital of course, there is this independent country now. You can always learn things. Turkmenistan, oh, this is a very dangerous country. Don't ever go here. Yeah, it's one of the world's most secretive countries. You can see the capital is mentioned here. Where is this? Ashgabat. Ashgabat. Then we have the president here, Sardar Berdi Muhammadov. Berdi Mukha. Some people call it Mukha, some people call it Muha. Both are fine. Mukha Madhav. Berdi Mukhamedov. He became president recently. His father was this guy called Gurbanguly Berdi Muhammadov. Okay, and it's a dictatorship. In this case, son to father dictatorship, or father to son dictatorship. So the currency of this country is Manat, M-A-N-A-T, Manat. That's Turkmenistan there. I guess pretty good stuff that we wrote. Four-time National Award winner and Padma Shri Award, Tarun Majumdar, passed away recently. He was known for his work in Bengali cinema. I was reading about him and I found that he had won 4 national awards, if I'm not wrong. 4 national awards, and he is one of his most famous films is Gana Devata. Gana Devata. And then there is this Bengali film, later a Hindu film called Balika Badhu. Balika Badhu. Balika Badhu. Balika Badhu and yeah, Ganadevata. Enough, yeah, 2 are enough. Whom the following persons received the 2022 Kempe Gowda International Award? See, the Kempe Gowda International Award is being given for the first time by the government of Karnataka for exceptional contribution to the development of Bangalore. To the development of Bangalore. S.M. Krishna is the ex-chief minister of Karnataka, also ex-foreign minister of India under the Congress. He's a Congress guy. Nagavara Ramarao Narayan Murthy, ex-CEO of CEO, chairman, and co-founder of Infosys Technologies. Prakash Padukone was, world number one in badminton. He won the All England Badminton Championship. All England is the Wimbledon of badminton. Okay, and those of you who love films, he is also the father of Deepika Padukone. Okay, so all three received the Kempe Gowda International Award. And now you may wonder who was Kempe Gowda. He lived in the 16th century. He was the guy who founded today's Bengaluru. Today's Bengaluru. Those of you who are interested in knowing about companies, for them, I have some dope I can share now. I didn't think of sharing this. But N.R. Narayan Murthy started Infosys. Infosys in 1981. Okay. Now he started, this is one, there are 7 people. 2, we can say put it out also. Nandan Nilekani. 3, Chris Gopalakrishnan. 4, T. Shibulal. T or K. Shibulal. Sorry. Shibulal. T. Shibulal. K. Dinesh, I think. I'm not greatly confident about the surname. 6, N.S. Raghavan. 7, Ashok Arora. The last mentioned name of Ashok Arora is a guy who left the company in 1989. It was in 1991 that Infosys became a publicly limited company, but with the issue of its first public issue, that is initial public offering. But in 1989 itself, Ashok Arora had left the company. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has said that digital payments in India account for -% of the world's total transactions. 40% of the world's global digital transactions, that is not world's global, it's global digital transactions happen in India. Digital payments have taken off, especially after demonetization. I want you to write this. Yeah. You write this. India made 48.6 crore, 4,680 crore, 4,860 crore transactions, or you can say digital transactions, 4,860 crore digital transactions in 2021. This was more than 2.5 times 2.5 times of China's 18.5 or 18,500 crore 18,500 crore digital transactions. Okay, so India is a global leader. I mean, Think about it. Before the demonetization thing, we barely used any digital mediums. So today, people like me, I don't carry almost no cash. I carry a max of 100 rupees on my body. That is because almost everything is digital. I mean, we can scan a QR code. QR is quick reaction code. We can scan a quick reaction code. We can use our credit cards. We can use our debit cards. I mean, mostly we use our phone for transactions, for payments and all that. So nearly 5,000 crore transactions. We are not talking about the value. 5,000 crore transactions happen through the digital medium. And of these, for all payments in India, please know that of all payments, complete payments, 31% of all payments in India, that is one third of all payments in India, happen through real time digital transactions. Think about it. One third of all transactions are happening through the digital media. Yeah, about 5-6 years back, people would have laughed at you if you said that you would never have to visit a bank, that you could use your phone to make a transfer payment. Yeah, people just did not think about all these things, or they thought it was never be possible. So we are a global leader today. Yeah, the UPI is considered the world's best real-time money transfer method. World's best unified payments interface developed by the NPCI, National Payments Corporation of India. It is the world's best. UPI is the world's best. Neelachal Ispat Nigam Limited ownership recently handed over to Tata Group Tata Group owned Tata Steel Long Products Limited in a 12,100 crore deal. NINL is based in Odisha, Jajpur, Odisha, but Odisha is fine. Yeah, who's the gentleman here? This is TV Navin. You write this. TV Narendran. TV Narendran. TV Narendran is the CEO of Tata Steel. CEO of Tata Steel. Yeah. Tata Steel is one of the world's top 5 steel makers. It is a highly integrated steel plant. They make all kinds of steels, And who is the chairperson of Tata Group? Tata Group's chairperson is Natarajan Chandrasekharan. Tata Group chairperson Natarajan Chandrasekharan. Natarajan Chandrasekharan. Okay. Carlos Sainz recently claimed his first Formula One victory in a thrilling British Grand Prix 2022. Sainz is with Ferrari. How would you know this? This logo you see, this is a Ferrari logo. You know what is the logo called? It's called Prancing Horse. The Ferrari logo is called Prancing Horse. Prancing means playful. Don't prance around means don't jump around, don't play around kind of thing. So the jumping horse or the prancing horse. I just would tell you one more thing. You can see this basically here. This is logo of Shell. Shell is one of the top 3 energy companies in the world. Shell. I think it's the world's biggest petroleum company, Shell. Ferrari, if you want to write this, Ferrari is a part of a company called Stellantis. Ferrari originally was owned by Fiat. You know that? Ferrari was originally owned by Fiat. You know the full form of Fiat? Let me clear this first. So, Fabrica Italiano Automobili Torino. Italian auto factory is FIA. Turin Torino or Turin, Turin, that's a modern name of Torino, is a city where the head office of Fabbrica Italiana Automobili was located. Okay. Now, this company later, merged with Chrysler. You must be familiar with Jeep. Yeah, the Jeep that we see on the roads nowadays, SUV, sports utility vehicle. That is an American company. Chrysler is an American company. So Fiat owned Chrysler, and Fiat acquired Chrysler. It became Fiat Chrysler, and later they merged with another company, two French companies, to form a new company called Stellantis. So today, Stellantis owns Fiat Chrysler. It owns Alfa Romeo, which is a luxury automobile and racing brand. You will be familiar with, Citroen cars. Where you would be familiar with, Ferrari. It's a huge company, my friends. Yeah. You see this logo here? This is jumping cat. You know that this is a logo of Puma, or you can say Puma. Okay. See, Puma is a kind of a mountain cat. It's a kind of mountain cat. Puma and Adidas share a relationship. How? What kind of relationship? These were founded by two brothers. These two companies were founded by two brothers. A guy called Rudolf Dassler and Adolf Dassler. Okay, I'll tell you a story. In the 1920s, take 100 years back, two brothers came together to start a shoe factory company. They named it Dassler Brothers Shoe Factory. Dassler was the surname. So Dassler Brothers Shoe Factory did well, very well, remarkably well. But unfortunately, during the Second World War, differences arose between the brothers, Adolf and Rudolf, and they split. And they had a bitter split. Yeah, pretty much like Mukesh Ambani and Anil Ambani. Or about 70% of all brothers in the world who split. So these guys had a bitter split, and they went their separate ways. Adolf started his own company called Adidas. Addy, the nickname of Adolf. Addy, the nickname of Adolf. Das, the first three letters of his surname. Got it? This guy started a company called Ruda, Rudolf Dassler. Ruda later became Puma. Okay, yeah, you can learn anything. Adidas, by the way, owns a very major brand called Reebok. You must be familiar with Reebok, so it's owned by Adidas. Maybe I'll tell you a little more about the rest of the brands as we go forward. Okay. So some other time I'll tell you more, but for now, this is good information. Yeah. Uganda, a country in Eastern Africa, recently announced the discovery of a deposit of 31 million tons. 1 million is 10 lakhs, so 3.1 crore tons of gold ore. The capital of Uganda is, this is Uganda. You see this here? This is Uganda. This is Uganda, and Uganda's capital is Kampala. What is it? Kampala. Rwanda. This is Rwanda, the tiny country of Rwanda here, and this is Burundi here. So Kigali is the capital of Rwanda. You don't require the president's name, Paul Kagame. Uganda is Yoweri Museveni. Don't require all that. Don't worry too much. Harare. This is Harare, Zimbabwe's capital. Emerson Mnangagwa is a president here. Bujumbura, this is Bujumbura. Burundi. Okay, Mogadishu, this is Somalia. You see, Somalia, Mogadishu. Mogadishu. Now, Gold is, see, there are these memes, once the discovery was announced by Uganda, there was this meme that, okay, America says, no, I have to save Uganda from terrorism, let me send my army. So this is how the Americans are, that's what the world believes at least, So Uganda is a country that for long had been racked, especially in the north of the country, by a civil war. But because this civil war, these rebels are backed by, the rebels are here, okay? They are backed by Rwanda and the DRC. The DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo. I want you to know that while announced is 31 million tons, 3.1 crore tons of gold ore, it is believed that it would lead to extraction of pure gold of only 3.2 lakh tons. 3.2 lakh tons. So you have 3.1 crore, a little over 3 crore tons, then you would barely get 3.2 lakh tons of pure gold. It would take anywhere between 15 to 20 years for gold to come out of a mine. Yes. It's a very lengthy, patient process. Fair. So when people say that, okay, Uganda is going to become rich overnight, no. It is not going to become rich overnight. Okay? It'll take a lot of time. In the next class, I'll tell you why gold is considered a good bet by many people. Why gold? Why not silver? Why not osmium? Why not iron? Why are people fascinated with gold? Yeah, we'll discuss this as we go forward, maybe in the next class. Amid the crypto crash, which company recently announced that it would shut down its digital wallet, Novi Pilot. Okay, Meta is Facebook, WhatsApp, Oculus. It's a virtual reality company. Yeah. Its CEO is a guy called Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg. Okay. Parag Agarwal. Is the CEO of Twitter. Parag Agarwal is the CEO of Twitter. So you have something more here. We can look at Google. Sundar Pichai, Citibank, Jane Fraser, Apple, Tim Cook. So these are the guys who run the shows here. Citibank has sold its retail banking business in India to, what's the company's name? Axis Bank. So Axis Bank has purchased the retail complete portfolio, credit cards and all that, deposits and everything to, Axis Bank has purchased the retail portfolio of Citibank. Fair. As of March 31st, 2022, which bank remained invested with a 30% stake in Yes Bank, State Bank of India. See, the State Bank of India was asked by the government to buy stake in Yes Bank because 3 years back, Yes Bank was in a very bad place. 4 years back, you could say. It was in a really, bad place. Lots of NPAs, frauds by the top management. Oh, plenty of problems they face. Finally, they are out of all those problems. Now they are doing quite well. And we know now that SBI has a 30% stake in Yes Bank. Who is the CEO of Yes Bank? Prashant Kumar. India's biggest bank is run by Dinesh Khara. Axis Bank, Amitabh Chaudhary, Amitabh Chaudhary. Sandeep Bakshi runs ICICI Bank. Sashidhar Jagadishan runs, is the CEO of HDFC Bank. IndusInd Bank, I'll write in full. Sumant Katpalia. Sumant Katpalia. Who among the following badminton players won the men's and singles title, women's singles title, respectively, at the 2022 Malaysia Open? Axelsen of Denmark and Intanon of Thailand. We'll do one thing. Usually we take the top three rankings of tennis players and everything. Today we top three badminton pairs. Top three. We'll start with women's first. Women's singles ranking. Okay. 1. Akane Yamaguchi. Akane Yamaguchi of Japan. Next, Zai. What's her name? Yeah. Some people call it Zai or Tai. Both are fine. I have seen both spellings. Okay. Ying. Yeah. Zhu Tai Ying of Taiwan. Of Taiwan. 3. What's his name here? Yeah, South Korean guy, person. An Se Young. South Korea. South Korea. Women's singles ranking, top 3 in the world. Why don't we look at gentlemen? Okay, top 3 men's singles. 1. Victor Axelsen, it's mentioned here. Denmark. So Victor Axelsen, Denmark. 2. What's his name? I just the guy who lost his final in Malaysia. Kento Momota. Kento Momota of Japan. Third one is a guy from Denmark, Anders Antonsen. Anders Antonsen of Denmark. So 1 and 3 rankings are belong to Danish players. What about Indians rankings? So men's Indians top 10 was 10th rank Lakshya Sen top rank. Women's 7th PV Sindhu. Pusarla Venkat Sindhu. 7th. Okay, so in the top 10 there is one Indian player among men and one among women. Okay. Who among the following persons recently created a world record for scoring the most runs, that is 29 runs in an over in Test cricket? Now some of you would say, hey Bharat, it's not 29, it's 35. Well, yes, 35, but in a very different sense. See, in this over, 5 runs were wides, 5 wides. And then a 6 was scored, and this is a second ball. Second ball, there was a wide, it went for 4, so 5 wides. Okay. Then the next ball was a no ball. Third ball was a no ball, of which there is a 6 score. Yeah. So effectively 6 plus 29, 35. Okay. Yeah. Jasprit Bumrah did this. Normally, you see, he's not a frontline batsman thing, but he came to India's rescue. Hmm. This hardly. Yeah, where did this record happen? The bowler was Stuart. You could write bowler Stuart Broad. Stuart Broad at Birmingham. Birmingham. Where is this? UK, United Kingdom. Birmingham, United Kingdom. Okay. The International Plastic Free Day is observed on July 3rd. July 3rd. Yeah, July 3rd. July 2nd, UFO Day. Unidentified Flying Objects Day. World UFO Day. I don't know if you believe in UFO or not, but see, these are all matters of very personal issues. You believe, you don't believe, kind of thing. Sometimes you believe, but you don't believe. That is like you're skeptical. Okay, kind of thing. Yeah. So, UFO Day. July 3rd is International Plastic Bag Free Day. July 11th, Population Day. World Population Day. World Population Day. And it is believed that, going by recent reports, India will overtake China in the next 3-4 years. July 18th, International Nelson Mandela Day. Nelson Mandela Day. July 29th, Tiger Day. International Tiger Day. International Tiger Day. Yeah. As per the Knight Frank, India's latest proprietary index, proprietary study, affordability index, which city in India has most affordable housing market? Well, Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad has India's most affordable market. Top 3, if you go by this index, you could write affordability index. 1, Ahmedabad. 2, Pune. 3, Chennai. Okay. Least affordable. Of course, you would know least is most affordable. Least affordable. Mumbai. 2, Hyderabad. Yeah, the city I live in. Hyderabad. And third one is NCR, National Capital Region. National Capital Region. National Capital Region is the UN Conference 2022 concluded with the unanimous adoption of the Lisbon Declaration. Our ocean, our future, our responsibility. Okay, fair. Where is Lisbon? Lisbon is the capital of Portugal. Lisbon is the capital of Portugal. Yeah. Portugal occupied Goa, Daman and Diu, plus Dadra, Nagar and Dadra and Nagar Haveli. These 3 were liberated in 1961. Okay. See, the British left in 47. British left in 47. The French left in 54 after leaving Puducherry. Portugal was still there in the subcontinent till 1961. Only after we defeated them militarily did Portugal give up these places. Even then, in international fora, it said that India had occupied its legitimate territory. The West can say all the things. They are hypocritical to the core. So, if you look at more, you will find that Sikkim was not a part of India till 1975. Sikkim was not a part of India till 1975. Sikkim was an independent Buddhist state. Independent Buddhist state. Okay, till its merger with India in 1975. Yair Lapid recently replaced Naftali Bennett to become the 14th Prime Minister of Israel. See, they always have this. There is a great deal of political uncertainty in Israel. No party has won a full majority for decades now. It's always a coalition that runs the show. Yeah. So Israel's capital is Jerusalem. This is Jerusalem. It's the capital. That's the Prime Minister, Yair Lapid, and then the currency is new shekel. New shekel. Okay. Next, what about these countries? Yeah, the Jordan. Jordan's capital is Amman. King Abdullah. King Abdullah the second. King Abdullah the second. King Abdullah the second. The currency is Jordanian dinar. Jordanian dinar. Jordanian dinar. Then you look at Iran. Iran's capital is Tehran. Iran's capital is Tehran. Then its president is Mohammad Ibrahim Raisi. Ibrahim Raisi. Ibrahim Raisi. Okay. Ibrahim Raisi. So what's the currency of Iran? Riyal. Some people call it Toman. You can write whatever. Don't worry. Both would be right. Both would be right. So, Iraq. This is Iraq. Just below Jordan, you will find Iraq. What's the capital of Iraq? Baghdad. The Prime Minister is Mustafa Al-Kadhimi. Mustafa Al-Kadhimi. The currency is dinar. Currency is dinar. Currency is dinar. Oman. Oman. Oman is in the Arabian Peninsula at the bottom. You would find the capital is Muscat. Then its king is Haytham bin Tariq Al-Sayyid. Haytham bin Tariq Al-Sayyid. That's a king's name. The currency is Riyal. Omani Riyal. Omani Riyal. See this Mediterranean Sea. Medi is middle. Terra is land. EAN means water body. Water body in the middle of the earth is Mediterranean Sea. Okay. By the way, this is where Oman is. This is Oman. Whom the following persons was announced winner of the 2022 Fields Medal, considered the highest honor in mathematics. all four of them. See, Fields Medal, you could write this, awarded to best mathematicians under age 40, under 40. Best mathematicians under age 40. Under age 40. Okay. It's named after Charles Fields. Charles Fields. Charles Fields. Chalo. There's hardly anything to discuss here. It's also called the Nobel Prize in Mathematics, though it's not Nobel Prize, of course. Yeah. According to State Ranking Index for National Food Security Act, NFSA's National Food Security Act 2022, which state topped the ranking for the implementation of the National Food Security Act? Odisha. You could write this. Yeah. State Ranking Index for NFSA 2022. Best three or top three. Top three. Ahmedabad. No. I was talking. So this is state, man. I'm so sorry, guys. I was wondering what am I talking about. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm still stuck on the affordability index, I guess. Yeah. Top three. Odisha. One, Odisha. The other names are not mentioned. Two, Uttar Pradesh. Three, Andhra Pradesh. Number one, Odisha. Number two, Uttar Pradesh. Number three, Andhra Pradesh. These are among the states. So we look at targeting, provisioning, supply, yeah, reaching the intended beneficiary. All these things are looked at as parameters. This is for states, top three states. We'll talk of union territory, only one. Best union territory, Dadra, Nagar Haveli. Okay, let me write in full. Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu. Daman and Diu. In January 2020, this union territory was merged with this union territory, so it became one actually. Okay, the capital of the combined union territory is Daman. So this is the best, and there is one more category, special category. Special category, Tripura. So best state, Odisha. Best union territory, Dadra, Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu. Special category, Tripura. Okay. Which of the following is called masala bond? A repeat denominated overseas bond. I mean, the money is borrowed in rupees, technically rupees. So everything is denominated in the money. The bond is issued overseas, but it is in rupee denomination. In rupee denomination. This is what is called a Yankee bond. This one, Yankee bond. Yankee is American. Okay, that's it. The bond is basically a fixed deposit, nothing more than that. Okay. Which of the following is the capital of Oman? Muscat. Hey, there is another way of writing Muscat. Some people will write Muscat as this. Some people would write this as QAT. Both are accepted. Not just this spelling. Even this spelling is accepted. Okay, I go with either, whatever suits me. Okay, Sana'a is the capital of Yemen. Manama, Bahrain, the kingdom of Bahrain, very tiny kingdom. Riyadh, kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Doha is Qatar. Let's write something more. Doha 2022 FIFA Football World Cup FIFA Men's Football World Cup. Doha, host of 2022 FIFA Men's Football World Cup and 2030 Asian Games. 2030 Asian Games. Riyadh 2034 Asian Games. 2034 Asian Games. 2034 Asian Games. Okay, I think that should be fine. India is not a member of ASEAN. India is not a member of ASEAN. India is not a member of ASEAN, and ASEAN's full form is, you could write this, Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Association of Southeast Asian Nations. Okay, 10 members. 10 members. What are the names? Myanmar, 1. 2. Thailand. 3. Okay, we're not ranking, so Cambodia. 4. Laos. 5. Vietnam. 6. Singapore. 7. Malaysia. 8. Brunei. 9. Indonesia. 10. Philippines. What is it? Philippines. So these are the 10 members. Okay. Next. Shanghai Cooperation Organization, SCO. Shanghai Cooperation Organization. India, Russia, China, Pakistan, Kazakhstan, 8 members actually, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan. So 8 members. Most likely Iran will join this year. Iran will be the 9th member. Okay? Next. BIMSTEC. Bay of Bengal. Bay of Bengal Initiative for multi-sectoral technical and economic cooperation. Bay of Bengal Initiative for multi-sectoral technical and economic cooperation. Okay. Members: India, Bhutan, Nepal, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Thailand, Sri Lanka, Maldives. 8 members. Okay. Yeah. India is a member here also. Uh, BRICS. Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. You know all these five. So all of them are there. Yeah. So I've actually explained, I've given you the names of all the members. Fair? That's about it. Have a lot of fun. Thanks from Bharat C. Jain. Enjoy yourself. Stay curious.